Hi everybody, it's Mrs. Gluck. Story time with Mrs. Gluck. I miss you all very much, and I know that this is a little bit hard. We haven't seen each other in, I think it's almost 60 days. Ugh, seems like forever. Um, but I want you to know that every one of your teachers is thinking about you, and every one of your teachers is hoping you're doing well and want to make sure that you're happy. So here's our first story today. It's story time. We're going to read a story called How Do You Read to a Rabbit? It's written and illustrated by Andrea Wayne von Königsloh. And that sounds pretty fun. So let me get right to it. Here it is. How do you read to a rabbit? How do you read to a rabbit? Can you even imagine it? Do you imagine yourself outside reading to rabbits or inside reading to rabbits? Let's see how this book goes. All right, here we go. Everyone likes a bedtime story. Let me move me over here a little bit more so I'm not in the way. But have you ever tried to read to an animal? Right now, my Marvel's sitting over here. I don't think he's very much into a story. Hey, Marvel. Marvel. Nope, he's out cold. I wonder if you even saw him. I can't tell what was on. So anyways, let's read this story and find out how it is to read to a rabbit. Everyone likes a bedtime story, but have you ever tried to read to an animal? If you read a bedtime story to a hippopotamus, you might want to sit on your lap. Ooh, that looks a little heavy and hot. Can you read aloud to a kangaroo? No, she'll want you to jump around far too much. No time for reading if you're jumping, right? You can try to read to dolphins, but your words would get all wet. That's for sure. And why can't you read a book to owls? Because they'll keep asking, who, who? You can choose a good book for an alligator, but don't let him get a taste for that story. If you want to read to bunnies, you'll need books and books and books. It's impossible to read to camels. Their big humps always get in the way. If you read a book to a boa, she might want to hug you good night. That's not so good. Can you read a bedtime story to bats? It's not easy to read upside down. If you read a book to chameleons, they might get lost in the story. It's even harder to read to a cheetah. You might not be a fast enough reader or runner, right? Why can't you read to giraffes? Well, they are too tall to see the pictures. And forget about reading to a parrot. They will just copy everything you say. Can you just imagine it'd be like, once upon a time, there was a boy, there was a boy, there was a boy. It would take double the time to read it because he would be repeating you. But you can read to your mom and dad. It will be the best story that they've ever heard. And I can attest to that because when my kids could read to me finally, it was the best feeling. They'd say, Mom, just lay down. I'm going to read you a story. And oh my goodness, I loved it so much. And so you can see when you look around this that all the animals that were featured, let me move me. Oh, there's the bat. All the animals that were featured in this story are right here laying on the bed. So they're all his stuffed animals that he probably tried to read to. I love that. But he imagined them in the wild. And then, of course, that's a whole different story. The end. So, my suggestion, read this book. Write to your parents. Say, Mom and Dad, Mrs. Gluck wants you to come listen to the story. And you can listen to the same story. You could read the story to them. You could turn off the volume and read the story to them. Okay, enjoy. I'll be back with another story. Love ya. Bye.